Hello everyone, I am Tacet and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars week, what week is it these days? Week 53, gosh, there's so many of them. Day 1, it is a red day. Other than that, we also got to go do all of the crypt event. So we have quite a few battles to go with that, our standard dungeons, and go from there. And maybe if we have some time left, we might still go do the other account too, though that's probably going to take a while. But then again, if we do it on the other account, we could probably just tier 20 all of it. Actually, technically, we could just tier 20 all of these too and just keep it at the very low level. But I don't know, we'll probably play them out legitimately. But anyways, that's because we get more sigil value when we use less gems. But anyways, let's start off with the main event, which is getting done with Guild Wars for today. We're actually Paragon for once, which is kind of interesting because, well, we get a lot more stats than what we normally would. It's also a pretty good time to see what on earth our defend teams are doing. So apparently that's not good anymore. 1-7, that's not quite working out, even with the higher stats. That's not good, but okay. Well, now we know. Anyways. Didn't mean to go all the way out. Let's go back to Guild Wars fights, and yeah, we should in theory just have a cakewalk this time around. We are Paragon, we have tier 5 everything, so battles should be in theory a lot easier. But let's go switch over to our Guild War Red. Should be this one. I don't think we need to tweak anything. Nope, Divinia, Yagwe, and Furnace, and we're doing the Megavore again. This will be a pretty, hopefully better rate to see exactly how it does. We have used this team before, actually last Guild War week we tried it for the first time. But I didn't really get too good of an example out of it, but this time we should hopefully be able to. My biggest concern is with Megavore overly reducing our points. Also, why is the chat not working, the one above me? Let's see. Where'd it go? That's there. It's just not working for whatever reason. That's weird. It's activated. I'll need to double check that later. But it's not functioning. Luckily, YouTube tracks it now. I don't even technically even need to have that up anymore because YouTube automatically keeps track of it now after the fact. Before it didn't, which is why I had it. Also, for people that watch it in full screen, though, I don't think there's too many people that do, but probably some amount of people do. Yep, I just collapsed everything. Come back! Come back! I hate when it does that. I have no clue why Windows 10 does that. Sometimes it just collapses every window you have open when you're like dragging one of the windows. But anyways, hello Churros, hello Danny, hello William, hello Jason, hello Marcelo, hello Dragon Ball Z fan, hello Mr. Jesse, hello the last night, hello RapPF, hello Paul, hello Gustavo, hello Jan, hello Zeddicus, hello Faith, and hello Jason. What do you think of the Guild War changes? They basically made it so you can move brackets more. As far as how Guild War plays out, it's not any different. It's just how the brackets are going to be moving. Okay, we'll go and get a Yagwe down. Unless you're talking about some of the changes that are happening next patch. I forget what they said publicly yet about that, so I don't know what I could say. But they're definitely interesting changes. Throw the Yagwe down. Oh, I forgot, we gained PvP tiers here. I still haven't bothered doing 1.9k. But luckily that will get done automatically. Why is everyone using a red team? That's weird. Why is everyone using like a really heavy red team on red day? That doesn't make much sense. That's like what we should be using, not them. What do we need here? Do we even let him have a skull? I kind of don't, but where's this Tapon gonna land? Nowhere's effective, so we'll just let that happen. He's gonna get a bit of mana, can't really stop it, but then he gives us a bunch more. And by a bunch more, I mean, yeah, a bunch more. We can go move that down, get a bunch of it from the Cascade, take that for free, go throw a really good Divinia down. That'll give Yagwe the damage, plus it cleanses everything. Ideally, we'd have alignment on that, and nope, he doesn't give it to us. Move that down. What do we need? What do we need? Skull, no. We'd move that over. Still no good Tapon. We don't have anything over there. We could go on Megavore. That would secure a kill and get rid of all the other one's armors. I think for now we just throw a skull though. Try to get some kind of cascade, and we do. Yagwe, still with nothing. Well, I guess we kill one and then just kill the other two with a single hit. That's not gonna be enough damage, is it? No, it won't. So let's go get Divinia. That'll give us more damage for our Yagwe when we choose to go use it. We can go and Megavore kill one thing, and then Infernus to Yagwe. I think that's the game plan. He's gonna get a skull though. You know what? Let's take his skull away. And he definitely needs to die right now, whatever we do. Doesn't matter what, but let's go kill it with that, I guess. That doesn't mean we won't get a Megavore down, but nope, we actually still do kind of get one. We got it off the instant kill, and then we can just Furnace again, get a little bit of mana, and then kill it out that way. We had Yagway alignment too, but that would have made it so we got a guarantee win right there, using the Infernus, or at least one turn earlier. Okay, here's a interesting version of a normal red team. It has freeze too. This team has enough cleanse that freeze doesn't matter though. Some red teams do run a lot of loop, but this one... Actually, this one technically runs a lot of loop too, but we have cleanse off of Divinia, so it doesn't really matter. Right off the bat, I'm just going to let him have every skull, and we just take everything we need to go get our mana up. Go take a yellow over. Ego. Oh! Oh no. That's really bad. Divinia! Where'd you go? What are you doing? We needed you. Well, that's a bad sign. Definitely losable now. Okay. Let's go grab a red surge and then just throw it down, I think. That does not give us alignment, though we do have 4 of them, so I guess it's still worth it. It's a lot of mana. That better not kill us. It actually could, which is the scary part. I'll throw in a Furnace. Now it can't. Okay, we're going to lose a lot of points from this battle just from the lack of... the one troop we have and the amount of damage we're taking. So let's take a purple brown, get an Infernus on him, then we can just hit both of them and that's match. Or it should be, as long as he doesn't do something weird. And there we go. Okay, so we lost a troop there. Probably lost a decent amount of points, but still through. On to battle number 4. At least it wasn't on one of the like really later ones. 4 and 5 is where you start to lose a lot of the points if you actually do bad. Because of course it goes up by another 25 each time. So the further down, the more point we're losing for doing the exact same mistakes. Or the more points we're gaining if we're doing it decently. Skulls I kind of want to ignore, so we'll do that one. Didn't get any cascaded ones. I guess this one will actually take, though, the second one there. Take those greens. Free kill. That's Megavore doing his thing. He's going to get a cleanse. That can hurt us a lot if he ends up getting it. Hopefully he will not. I could Megavore. We can secure 1 kill off first slot if we do, which I'm actually kind of tempted to do. He has no score reduction after that as well, plus we get rid of his armor. Now we can just throw in Furnace and then Yagway kill since all the armor's gone. Really easy hit at this point. Oh, he almost got the kill. Luckily he did not. He's about to. He's thinking about it. He's going to go throw down all those Doom Skulls there on the blue to Doom Skull convert. Okay, we should be 5-0 then. I think we're going to score more towards 9,400 though, given that we lost the one. Plus we took a little bit of damage on that one. Plus who knows what's going to happen this time. Okay, that's what's going to happen this time. Instant kill. We've been hitting pretty good on instant kills right now. Getting a pretty decent amount of them. 2 instant kills, wow. That is really solid. Get Divinia. Oh, he's gonna go do his thing. I can't stop him. Unless we can do enough damage somehow right now. I would need a Divinia into full mana into extra turn. Oh, that is 3 instant kills. And yeah, that's match. Wow, that was a really solid last battle. Did he even get to touch us? I don't think so. Okay, but yeah, that should be a little over 9,400. Nope, 9,505. 5-0. There we go. Just barely over 9,500, even though we lost a troop and took a bit of damage on... A lot of damage on the 3rd battle, and a decent amount on the 4th that we shouldn't have, but that was a really solid final. So that helped keep it up there. Okay, we're all the way at 26. How many people do we have doing their battles so far, though? I'm clicking on it. Why is it not going? Wait, that was weird. I didn't click that. I clicked on this. There we go. Let's see. Hard to tell because they haven't done a lot of their battles either. But we still have 4 people that still need to go. About 3.5, I guess. Anyways, that's that. And with those 3.5, assuming these have already done all their battles, we're not too far behind. That's what then? Let's just say 3. Let's just say they do bad. That's like 222,000 then. So we're around like right there, approximately, assuming they do bad. But yeah, we should be fine. Anyways, let's go check our mail. What do we even have? Oh, just PvP tier. Yeah, we still need to go get 1.9k. Should probably go do that. But main thing we need to go do is this faction event today. I'm not going to bother buying any battles yet because like last time we actually didn't need to buy a single one if we would have not bought any. So yeah, let's work towards this. A lot of really good loot just laying in there. Most notably the 2 orbs and the vault key. Very, very nice. There's some mythic ingots in there too, though we're going to be probably getting way more than that just from the actual delves themselves. Oh, Zeddicus, you end up going for leaderboard again too. Are you trying to get orbs for the what's his name? For, oh, what's it called? Can't remember his name now. Oh, no, don't run that team. Don't run that team. But are you trying to get enough orbs for a Zugoff? Okay, let's go with Mountain Crusher. And I think I'm just going to run the standard team. Oh, you know what? We were doing Queen Aurora with this earlier. That was pretty funny, and it was actually functioning. Queen Aurora, and Weaver. There we go. That's our team. That is a pretty legitimate team right there. Has all the components of a good team. It has Arachne Weaver, and that's it. Okay, what do we even need for banner? Let's say +2/+2 on those colors. That has a minus. Well, let's do it this way. Where's minus red and where's minus blue? There it is. Boom. That's what I need. Okay, so let's go with this for the first several battles until it starts getting hard enough where Arachne Weaver can't clean up everything. Oh yeah, the faction team in this kingdom is really annoying. Because there's no good synergies with the troops. The best team you can build out of pure faction for this faction is 4 times Lady Mirana, which is what we just had set up. And the main reason for that is she has instant kill. It's actually the best faction in the game for actually running it. So you're not really using a team, you're just using the same troop 4 times over. It still counts though. As long as you're just using faction troops, it counts. Even if they're all literally the same faction troops. Oh, you want all the ingots for weapon completion? Oh, interesting. Instead of having to buy them. But you're not getting any epic ingots from it, so you're still going to need to either buy those or find another way to obtain them. Okay, what order? What on earth is the order of this faction? This is a really weird room layout. But yeah, I guess we'll just do it in standard multiplier order then. I'm not going to do it for treasure rooms. On the lower level account I do. On this account we don't really need to. It's relatively small reward. And already a Valraven, that's what I like to see. Go grab herself a Brown Surge, go get a good Mountain Crusher in there, and go from there. She'll probably take those greens. Get another Mountain Crusher going. Get a good Weaver all the way in the back there. You get the Firebomb on the other thing, and then we just Weaver him again. Hello, Ruva! Welcome! Yeah, there we go. 2 more battles already. We're up to 4 again. Let's go take the 1.3. Double check what that one is above us. Otherwise, we go for the treasure room and go from there. Take the Brown over. You're supposed to reach full mana. What are you doing? Grab that. Get a Mountain Crusher. Get a Weaver whenever he decides to have to get mana. Feels weird having so much Brown gain, but it's from all the what's her name? From all the Queen Aurora. And then we just Weaver to Weaver. After we're going to need a triple Weaver because that's summoned. Or maybe not. This might explode enough that it kills him. Nope, not quite. Not quite. That one does, though. I am doing pretty good, Brady. Oh, we gained a level as well. Level 1,345. Nothing good to go level, though. They really need to change up how leveling works. Okay. So, 3 tier 3s. 1.15, 1.15, and a 1.2, and what are you? A 1.15. So basically just do all the, or do the treasure room here, and then just do all the 1.15s, because it's like the entire faction right now. The total amount of points we're about to get is going to be pretty low compared to normal. I don't know why, but the rooms are just really bad this time for this particular delve. Not bad as in hard, but bad as in weird multipliers that reduce our points, unfortunately. That's out of our control. It's completely luck-based. I can never have enough purple mana. Can never have enough of every mana. Okay, now we just take all of these. Doesn't really matter the order because they're all the same as long as we don't go for the tier 1. And then we do the tier 1 last. It is actually possible that the tier 1 has a 1.15 multiplier as well, which would have been really funny. That means every remaining battle in this faction would have been a 1.15. That would have been the case. Yeah, major orb of ascensions do come very, very slow. I haven't used a single one ever, and I think we only have 5. Which means we've only gotten about 1 per month since they came into the game. Which is very slow. Yeah, we'll eventually be crafting a Zugoff. It takes so much to have to reach that point. But we are going to need it. Karkaroff's 10-star depends on it. Or no, it doesn't. Well, actually, currently it does. But they did specifically say they were planning on adding another Karkaroff mythic in the future, so that Zugoff technically isn't required. But Zugoff will always be required to at least get one more star level on the kingdom, since he is affiliated with it. And we'll get another Weaver. It'll also be the first kingdom to ever get 2 mythics as well, which would be kind of interesting. Not counting Apocalypse, because even though it does have 5 mythics, literally the entire kingdom is mythics, but it's not actually a kingdom. At least currently it isn't. Could you ever imagine if that did become a kingdom? It'd be the first kingdom ever where the entire kingdom is mythic. That'd be really weird. Oh, that just reminded me of something, but I can't say what it is, I don't think. Oh, that's funny. I'll let you guys know later. Let's see. Yeah, Whitehelm and Stormheim. I actually don't have Whitehelm to 10 yet. It's going to be really easy to get it up, but I still just haven't bothered using orbs for it. I want to do it naturally with shards. Actually, all the shards that we're getting right now, literally as we speak, are going to be going towards it. Okay, we'll get the hit there. Down it goes. Take the final room, claim whatever rewards we have, and go see how our shards are. Because I say that now that we're not 10-star Whitehelm, but I think we're actually almost within range that we could get it within this event. If we truly wanted to today, we could get enough shards to go and get it. I'm not going to overkill it, though. I'm saving my gems. I think my next big gem purchase, so it's not even going to be that big, but it's going to be next week for Friday, for when the new kingdom gets released. And then the rest I'm mostly saving for next patch, most likely. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, that was the final room. Didn't even notice. Oh! Whoa! Level 10. That's our second ever level 10. Well, that's a really casual level 10 just to get immediately. 10's the highest chest you can ever get, by the way. Why is screenshot not working? There it goes. That was delayed. But yeah, let's go see what's in our level 10 chest. So we'll get it right there. Unfortunately, it's only a 3.65 multiplier. This kingdom can reach like 4.0. So we got really low. Okay, we got legendary ingots and shards. Those are 2 resources I love to see, and wow, that's a lot of them. 8 ingots and then the 161 shards, which is the better aspect of it. But yeah, let's go open up a 200 bulk. Let's go check our mail. It's just a level up thing. Nothing too special. And we do have redeem codes again, by the way. Salty sent me a bunch the other day. You've got to be kidding me. We're 7 short. Okay, I'm going to just wait because it's going to take too long to use them one at a time. Just to do it 9 of them. So, well, back we go then. Let's go to round 2. Let's see, what's the leaderboard looking like? Will we try for it? Nope, I can already tell, so nope. It's at 40,000. I think for leaderboard you only need like 30 or so? 30,000 or so? Maybe even less than that. Maybe it's 25,000. At least for this event. All right, what's this 1.3? What's a 1. What's with all the 1.15s? There we go. There's the 1.3. So order then is U, and then we double check the rest. Wait, what is this tier 3? Oh yeah, it was useless. And what was this top one? Okay, it's just that easy battle. Anyways, on to first battle. What's the most effective team that you can do for Blue Day? Well, Skady plus Azura is pretty nice. Obviously, if you don't have Skady, you can just run some form of Azura team and start building from there. Corvash is pretty nice to have around if you own him. Corvash is not only a double drain, but is also a double stun. Let's see, what are some lower level or mid-range options for Blue Day? But yeah, it's mainly Corvash and Azura. 2 really, really solid troops for today. Skady, if you own it, is really nice, especially since she's gotten buffed. Particularly with Azura. Let's see. Merlion is a good double silence. It can help control the enemy. It's not particularly good at scoring exceptionally high, but it's really safe for winning. Well, most people don't have Champion of Anu plus Skady. You can also use Dawnbringer if you didn't have Champion of Anu, though. Skady is pretty big on Blue Day. It is one of the few things I still use her for. Actually, it's about the only thing I really use her for is for Blue Guild War Day. That's like our whole purpose is to function on Blue Guild War Day. Okay, 1.3, we don't need that because that's a 1.4. No, Undyne is not worth it on Blue Day. It's good to use as a Blue Day counter, but it's not worth using on your Blue Day team. Oh, why did I take... Speaking about blue, we were just talking about blue, so I ended up just naturally taking a blue. That's a fail. I didn't actually need the color. We don't use blue, and we don't use red at the moment. Just because we're using a really weird team that just keeps spamming Weaver over and over again. We will be switching to a real team, obviously, even a few more delves. It's just we currently don't need to. Well, why did I do that? I could have already won. Actually, no, I couldn't have. That's still not enough damage, but at least we get one explosion. And now we win. Oh, you actually do have Skady. Oh, okay, then. So you can build around that, then. You can go Corvash, Azura, Hero using something, and then Skady. I'm just trying to think of what that would be. Normally it would be Dawnbringer, but you said you didn't have Dawnbringer. Obviously it would have to be a blue weapon because you need it for the score. I guess Jar of Eyes could work. It has no mana conflict with anything, and it's really good mana accumulation. And worst comes to worst, it has a backup summon. But then again, so does your Skady. But you have 2 backup summons for when your summon dies. Or your summoner dies, I should say. How long are we going to be live for tonight? Probably a while. Like 2 hours? Another 2 hours or so? Depends how long it takes. That's how long we're probably going to be streaming. However long it takes. So yeah, probably an hour and a half to 2 hours or so. Yeah, next week we'll actually be able to do this again, like for real for once. Because I wasn't around when the first faction came around. But next time around we will be able to just keep spamming it over and over again. And make like a whole weekend out of it. If I go that far with it. I don't know for sure how far we're exactly going to be going. But we're definitely playing every single battle to the next level. We're obviously going at least tier 4. Let's say that. How much further past that, we don't know yet. We'll kind of just determine it as we go. Because I don't know how quickly we're going to be able to go through the faction rooms. I don't believe we know yet if they're going to be adding another one either. I just for whatever reason feel like they're going to add another room that uses that one crab that they added a few weeks ago. It's not only from the kingdom, but it's what it does just seems so thematic as to what they would do to just make a really annoying delve room. Because the most recent delve, the crypt, did end up bringing in, I think, 3 new battles, and they did say in 4.0 that factions over time would start bringing in new battles, and the new faction did last time. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see at least 1 to 3 new battles with the new faction as well. Okay, we'll take the brown over. Get a good Mountain Crusher in there. You're planning Borealis, Undyne, Corvash, and Queen Mab? Biggest issue with that is you don't have enough mana accumulation. You need to replace at least one of those with mana accumulation, like Queen Mab with Azura or something. Because if you don't have any mana generation, the enemy's going to outpace you in that regard, and you're going to score badly for Guild War points. And we Weaver again. And then it goes. I think we can only get away with Weaver for like 1 or 2 more delves. Until it stops killing everything. Yes, we do have a code today. Possibly 2, but definitely 1. Actually, I probably will only do 1 because it's a Gnome weekend, so we might give out a little bit more for the Gnome weekend. Grab that, get a Mountain Crusher. Get that over, get a good Weaver. And then just explode the entire board. We'll just go do whatever, and then we just get our double kill. Okay, and then we take the final one. Should still be in kill range, even with 100% stats. They're undead, so they have a little bit lower HP as well. Though, never mind, yeah. This is actually the last time we could get away with Weaver one-shot. if we're gonna keep going with this. So I guess we finally go and switch into a real team with Dragon's Eye and everything. Real team, not even close. It's basically just Dragon's Eye spam. Wait, did I do something wrong? How on earth did we only get a level 6? That means in every single one of these rooms, we only got 1 chest upgrade. Because by default, we get 5. We get 1 for the first room, 1 for the final room, 3 automatically. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 battles only gave us 1 upgrade. Wow. That is very low. That's still a decent loot. Oh, no, not really. We got, like, no shards. It gave us a lot of glory, though. I don't need glory. I need shards. We also need orbs. Let's see what we get here. Come on, blue orb. Or purple. Purple. Okay. Would have preferred blue, but that's still decent. What we can go do now, though, is now that we got those shards, we can go and open a bunch of these. What do we get? I mainly need the 3 lower rarity troops. No, not you. No, not you either. We didn't get a single gargoyle. Oh, we have enough genie lamps to go upgrade genie lamp if we want to. That's funny. But stop giving us silent sentinels. We don't actually need more copies of it. We have plenty enough. Yep, there's a gargoyle I needed. How far are we on upgrades these days? Troops, gargoyle. Or actually not gargoyle. Go under, what's it called? Hall of Guardians. The Hall of Guardians. What do we have? We need 26 more copies of you, and we need 10 more copies of you. Let's go make that happen. Okay, let's go to that. Let's go back to games. We're not obviously going to do all of that today, though. But we'll definitely reach it by the time next faction comes in. So we got a 1.3 there. We got a 1.15, 1.3. Wait, what's the order then? I guess we actually take that first. Oddly enough, because the other one has slightly more of a gold thing. So is this room. Move. Oh, oops. I didn't mean to lock in this team. Whoops. Well, it'll be fine. It's only the final battle where it's going to be kind of weird. But we have enough of a stack gain on them that's not going to matter much. But yeah, I definitely meant to switch into a... But yeah, I definitely meant to switch into a real team there. Also, string went down for a second. Sorry about that. I have no clue what's up with that. But it should be fine now. Or at least enough that it's functioning. It's going through now, so we got that. Now let's stick around over. See what else we can move around. Anything worth moving? I guess we'll grab that. Not exactly what we need, but it does cascade the last little bit of mana. Get our Weaver. And one more Weaver will do it. That'll be all the mana accumulation we'll end up needing. Get the Weaver down and dead. Okay, so we take this 1.3 first, compared to the other 1.3. Yeah, Jar of Eyes plus Azura would be a lot of mana accumulation. If you needed any kind of mana accumulation for Blue Day, those are 2 things you'd want to focus on. Either both of them or either or. In the case of Skady, it is better to use Azura though. Okay, I just realized there's like a line gap right in between there. I never noticed that. It looks bigger than all the other gaps. It might just be because of how the background is. Not necessarily the board itself. But look at that. You guys see that, right? There's like a gap right in between there. I have no clue how I just noticed that now. But it looks so off. Okay, what was this battle? A 1.15. So we'll go to this. Probably take that treasure room unless this one's lower. Okay, so we'll go to this one. Tier 5, Tier 3, treasure room. Top right, top left, boss room, dead. Let me take those browns first. Do we have another cascade that'll work there? I do not believe so. Let's go mount and crush everything. What hero weapon shall you have with Skady, Azura, and should you put another troop? If so, what? But yeah, you would do Jar of Eyes with a with something up front. Probably your Corvash is your tank. He only has 25% reduction, but he gains 3 to all stats, plus he has the really good ability of, oh, what's it called? He has that really good ability of the double drain on him to be able to keep stunning, as well as double true damage and double mana drain. And down it goes. Okay. So, this one goes next, right? Yeah, we do both the 1.15s, then we do the treasure room, then we do the level 1 room. Unless that level 1 room is a Dust Devil, then I guess we take out the Dust Devil first. I believe that's the only tier 1 that has a 1.15. Also, with the team we're using, it almost doesn't even matter what order they're in, as long as Weaver doesn't get moved to the back. And even then, we can still easily win. It just takes a little while longer to get mana, since it's being blocked by 48 mana completely. So we'll do this one, bottom left, top right, then right. So we'll grab the browns, get a good Mountain Crusher in there. That'll give us a Weaver that we can then throw down. Move the purple over, get a good Weaver, and dead. I'm gonna have to retire their Weaver after this and go into actually make sure to actually change the team into the normal Dragonite team. Oh, we got a Valraven. That is decent. We'll be able to utilize that nicely. Let me take that first. That better not escape. We don't actually have anything to kill it right now. He could get full mana right now out of nowhere. Very unlikely, but it's possible. And there we go. No full mana for you. That's 2 whole delves, which is really good value. Every delve is good value. Can't even believe they actually have Valravens in this game mode. Just due to the actual sheer value of how much a single Valraven gives you. Move that over, move that over. Yeah, it's weak enough. It's a tier 1 battle. We just go straight into the one-shot. And then it dies off pretty much anything. And let's kill it with Weaver. There we go. And then we'll take the final battle. Put the green down. Get the pure green. Move the purple over. Take a bunch of skulls. I have no way of hitting last slot other than by hitting last slot, so we'll do that. We have no way to hit last slot other than this ability that hits last slot. I meant lowering them down so that they would go into kill range. So we'll do that. Is that an extra turn? Yes, it is. Thought it was. And just go for another hit so we can actually get that down. And now it dies to... I don't want to say most things, but need to hit it a few times. Weaver's not going to be enough, but anything after Weaver will be. Let's go get, I guess, a bunch of browns, because we just explode the board and go from there. But it didn't really work, did it? It just completely missed. But we'll go for another explosion. And a few more explosions, apparently. 3 HP. Should be able to kill with something. Down it goes. There we go. Okay. Level 7. Grab all that loot. And let's make sure to actually pick a real team now. Good, that's what I like to see. Just the ingots and just the shards, very nice. Ideally, pure shards would also be nice. But grab that. Go see if we can actually use any of this. And then make sure to use a real team. Nope, can't use it yet. Need to go do a delve first. Let's go do just that. Fight. Fight. Double check room order. Okay, we don't do that one. We don't do that one yet. Ooh, that's bad. Hate when it does that. Okay. Well, we go up then. And then we head down. What tier is this thing? A 1.2. So I gotta finish all those other 1.2s first. And that's just a 1.1. Okay, so that's a weird order. So we do this one. Let's make sure we actually use a real team this time by putting in double Megavore and changing the banner. So put that in there, put that in there. And I guess we technically could go something else that would actually just kill it quicker. But nah, we'll go with this. Oh, did your job. Dragon's Eye. Like we could put in a, what, Infernus, right? Can we get away with Infernus? Yeah, we could get away with Infernus. That would be a little bit of a weird thing to put in. But, hey, it would work. It would work. What am I looking for? I came in here for... Oh, yeah, Dragon's Eye. No wonder I can't find it. I'm not under weapons. And then we just change our banner to pure brown. Wherever that might be. Banner, banner, banner. There it is. Nope, that's not it. There it is. Okay, that should be fine. Corvash, Azura, Titan, Jar of Eyes, and Skady. The banner you would end up using is probably a blue-purple. Someone mentioned Frozen banner. Let's see. Oh yeah, if you're not using red, then yeah, definitely use Frozen banner then. But the most important thing on that team is that you have a +1 for your Azura. Main reason why you need that is because of the way that's being blocked. It has a blue in front of it, and you need to make sure you 2-turn it always. That's the whole point of any mana generator, is to make sure you try to 2-turn it. Definitely no more than 3 turns. Alright, so since this one battle was so low, we actually need to go take the top half and then kind of like divert around. So I'll get the eye down. Then move those browns over. Get herself a Megavore, I guess. No, let's take the skull. Get herself an eye, and then go from there. Those Pocus. Get our eye going. Get a good Weaver on it. And then we can Megavore it as well. So let's take a skull, that's fine. We'll take a skull back, because why not? Okay, so we take this 1.2 because this is a 1.2, right? Yeah, all of them are 1.2s. Hate when tier 5 goes 1.2. I don't know why they even made it so it can possibly go that low. Doesn't make much of a sense. Yeah, move that, move that. Get a good eye down. Get a second good eye down. Actually, the first one wasn't good, nor was the second one. They both hit the exact same useless troop. Actually, not technically. I guess the first time it hit a different useless troop that then became a baby dragon. Then it became the same useless troop. Get a good Weaver down. Get another eye down. Actually, I don't even need that yet. Just go Weaver it. That or double Megavore. Either or does the same thing, except that is quicker. Okay, so we go for this 1.2. We then go for the 2 1.5. Oh, no. We have to go for the treasure room. And then we go for the 2 1.5s. I believe both of them were 1.5s. I'll go double check it again. I wish there was a way just to see it visually right next to it. Or like hold down a button and then it shows all the numbers. Because we have to keep checking each one manually unless we just remember it. Guess I need to get a better memory. Okay, we'll get a blue over. That dies out. You know what? I'm just gonna... Oh, I forgot. I was gonna Megavore him, but she has stealthy. It doesn't matter though. I was gonna let the other one die normally to burn, but I guess Plan B works. Get her both for 1.5, so just go right into this then, and then do the tier 1 battle. Is there a method to doing this, which specific rooms first? Yes. Either multiplier order or multiplier order factoring in reward. Factoring in reward you would mainly only do for early game, but this late in the game you basically just do it on multiplier order. It ever so slightly makes your amount of points higher when doing a delve event. In a normal delve it doesn't matter as much, because the only thing that matters is the reward that you get per room. So you would do it based on that. So like treasure rooms and stuff, you'd have to factor that in. I believe someone made a calculator for it to double check. But generally, as a rule of thumb, and just to make it a lot easier and a lot easier to calculate, you just do it based on multiplier order. Always. It also just makes you naturally do it in multiplier order when you need to. Like for the delve events. And you don't technically have to, it just ever so slightly increases your points by like 1% or 2%, somewhere around there. A really, really small amount, but still more than what you would have been gaining. Nice, both those are down. Get a Megavore in there. Big Skull down. And neither of them are in kill range, are they? Nope, they're both just so ever off. Did she get an extra turn at some point? Because if she did, that would have been really annoying. That made her have enough durability to not die off of it initially. But we'll get that down. Then we Weaver it. Okay, so we got these two. Take the bottom one, take the top one, then go into final room. If you have a moment, could you share a good build for Ward Breaker for a green Guild War day? Trying to think of a mana generator to use for it. I guess you would use Tapon for it and feed it reds, a Tapon behind it. So what would be the two things you'd use in front of it? I actually use a really similar team for my green day, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually gonna double check what I'm using. But yeah, it'd be something Ward Breaker Tapon most likely. Unless you want to use the Tapon in front of it. Yagway, Ward Breaker, Sylvanie Moore, Tapon. I've been trying to not use... I believe I do actually do that, using the Yagway with the Tapon. But I feel like it would be slightly more effective not to if we're going to be using Ward Breaker. So I say that, but I believe I actually have my team set up the same way. Not exactly that. We just need like one other really big support for it, I feel like. And it just doesn't really exist. But, where'd it go? Oh yeah, I still just use the Ketris in there just for damage. Oh yeah, I did a weird route where I use Queen Aurora. Oh, I don't even actually use Ward Breaker. I use Ketris instead. I don't know, maybe we'll go try Ward Breaker next time around. We still cover all the colors, right? No, we actually don't cover brown if I put Ward Breaker in there. What's the green, brown, purple mythic? Oh, you know what? We can make that work. That's the Entangle option. That is the Entangle. But then we don't have Queen Aurora's mana, though, nor her protection. But, yeah, we could go Ward Breaker. Move that up, move that down. Actually, what are your traits other than Empowered? Okay, so we'll go with that. Or you know what? I don't know. Did we put you in front of Ward Breaker or not? I don't want Ward Breaker dying, that's for sure. But now we need brown. What is the green, brown, purple? There's Yasmin. Was there a different one? There's Yasmin and there's Wild Queen. Yasmin would be better. And I think that would be our team then. Yagway, Tapon, Ward Breaker, Yasmin's Chosen. And we use Yasmin Chosen for Entangle, so that they can't do skull damage to us. We have Ward Breaker for mana accumulation and damage. And worst comes to worst, he can just kill them off a 25% reflect by the time they kill through that much. Tapon's mainly here for the brown to red convert immediately. And Yagway is here just to do ridiculously high damage. Yeah, we'll go with that, see what happens. Sounds like a plan. Anyways, let's go back to the delves. See how far it actually got us shard-wise. Never mind, we didn't even finish our current delve, did we? Apparently no. We need to go do these two rooms. Go take the top one, take the right one, go from there. Using Bulk Strider first slot. A little bit of a low rarity thing to use, but it could work okay. It does have Entangle on Skulls. And doesn't it have Entangle on its ability too? Or something similar? And has 33% skull reduction. Anything with skull reduction is always good, just to mitigate it down some. What did I do that for? We could have actually already killed it with the options we had. Oh well. Go throw this little poke at it. Dead. Okay, now we take the final battle. Yeah, I guess we could try Sylvanie Moore instead of Yasmin. I wanted to go down the Yasmin route because worst comes to worst. You can very easily solo an entire team with Yasmin, especially if you got double kill off of Yagway already in the battle, because then she'd be focusing all of her split damage on only 2 troops, which would make it more effective. I'm gonna just kill that out real quick just so it doesn't do anything weird. Take a brown, he'll convert, or transform I should say. 2 completely different things. I should have taken those yellows first, but it's not gonna matter. Throw this down. Really, can you stop forming that into Baby Dragon? You'd actually get a kill with it. And he's gonna transform again, and then we're gonna transform whatever he summons into a Baby Dragon. No, it didn't happen. So move the brown over, get the eye down. That'll be enough for Megavore. And then we just kill it with Megavore, or a random skull that happens out of nowhere. And dead. You hate how the faction events levels the faction. You're trying to keep one low, so you have to run at the end of the delve instead of finishing it. Well, a lot of people do that. That's like the entirety of the leaderboard, as well as like the entirety of probably like half the people play the delves. But you can see one right there, one right there. Someone did something similar, one right there. Something similar, another one. Similar, another one, another one, another one, another one. Like 1/4 the leaderboard are people at 20 doing similar strategy. Okay, maybe a little bit less than that. It was a lot more in the past though. I guess people are running out of gems. Anyways, that should be enough to go and open up 20. Yes, it is. Grab a big bulk of those. Hopefully we get the lowest 2 rarities. Because those are... No, that's not what I meant. I meant of the troops, not of the treasure. I need more copies of that, and that are the main 2 I need right now. And that treasure is not one of those. Oh, well, if nothing else, we'll go get our treasure ascended, even though it's completely pointless. I feel so tempting to go ascend the rings, but I know we're going to be needing it for next faction. I kind of just want to ascend all my treasure. Not because it does anything, but because we can. We will eventually. Because I'm not going to 500 or 1,000 on any faction. The amount of gold that it costs is just way too absurd to ever bother. I'd rather just put it all into the guild. Even if that means we never get the faction things done. Because even if they do start adding faction exclusives eventually, where you need like a really large faction renown number or something, we're still going to be able to go down the route of waiting until another faction gets released. And then we'd easily be able to do it, because another faction being released is very easily, without even struggling, another 2,100 points. Slightly higher than that, but definitely really easy, 2,100. Probably even more so easy, 2,200. Yeah, so we can at least get that, if nothing else, and just kind of wait it out. But anyways, let's go and head back to that. We should probably actually get this faction's pure level thing up a little bit higher. We could do that now if we wanted to. I think I am going to wait and just kind of see where our treasure situation is. And I might just wait until we finally get pure faction done, instead of just going and claiming a few more points. Because the few more points we're going to claim isn't really that needed for anything. Especially since we can't use pure faction. Well, I mean that in, we wouldn't get the pure faction bonus, because the team we'd be using uses 3 of the same troop. Isn't there an achievement for 1k faction renown? Yes, there's also an achievement for maxing out a faction. And initially it was glitched so that you would get it if you just got 2,500 total. But it's supposed to be 2,500 from a single faction. I don't know if they fixed that yet or not. But I know I have the achievement, even though I don't have a single kingdom maxed yet. Or faction maxed, I mean. If it actually worked as intended, and no one got it unintentionally, it would easily be forever the hardest achievement in the entire game at the moment. Or at least at the moment. Yeah, I don't know if it's still glitched. I know it was on Steam initially. Okay, what on earth is the order we even do right now? It's a really weird format. I guess we go take this one, then we go up, because I need that 1.3. They're both 1.3s, but the other 1.3 has better reward, so we take this lesser reward 1.3 first. Okay, I'll take the brown. Take the other brown. You just picked up Arachnian Weaver. Do you use him in Guild War teams? I tried to when he first came out. I did not personally find anything that's viable enough to work with him, though. True damage tends to not get used in Guild Wars. The only instance of true damage that tends to be good is Corvash, but that's just because he's Corvash, not because he does true damage, more so. But the biggest issue with true damage is one of the factors that Guild Wars get scored on is how much damage you do. And if you're killing something with true damage, you're technically doing half the damage, since you're never really touching their skulls, or never really touching their armor, I mean. So, yeah, it's not as good to really use true damage, and I wouldn't really bother with Weaver much. It could be good in some instances when the enemy team has a really high magic hit, and you might need some kind of disable for that. You could use the Weaver. But it's more so something you would bring in if you need it as a counter, than something that you would use for literally every team. You just bring it in for like maybe 1 or 2 battles and that's it. No! That counts as a death. Actually, I guess that doesn't matter much. But more so, that's annoying. And you know what? That's actually the first time he's gotten the thing on us. But still, that's really annoying. That is unfortunate. But yeah, I've never actually been converted in Delves yet. Oddly enough, that is the first time we've ever been converted in Delves. I'm really surprised it hasn't happened more often than that. We can actually transform them into exactly what we are as well if we wanted to. Like this. Nope, didn't happen. It's only a 20% chance. Okay, let's go and, well, let's start getting the Megavores going. Get a kill there. I guess we'll kill the mushroom so he doesn't transform us into another mushroom. Oh, yeah, why am I trying to transform them into mushrooms? That's a bad idea. This kind of was a strategy I almost wanted to go utilize on the final battle of some Delves. Because what you can actually do is get one of your troops transformed into a mushroom, or even multiple of them. Then on the final battle of the boss, which is going to have ridiculously high stats, you then start transforming all of those into mushrooms. And I'm not certain if those transform into very weak mushrooms or not, but if they did, with enough luck, you'd basically have an instant kill option in every delve in the game, even if the pure faction team does not have it. And that would still count as pure faction team, because the only thing that matters for a pure faction team on if it counts as pure faction or not is if at the start of the delve did you have pure faction. Doesn't matter what you end with. Your entire team could be giant toadstools by the end of the battle, but as long as you ended up getting the pure faction start, it still counts. Okay. Why does all this look so bad? Let's take that up. Feels weird not having eye, because that was actually one of our mana accumulators. We don't really have a mana accumulator without it. At least not a proper one. Also, our skull damage is way lower right now. Our hero was doing like, what, 60 something, almost 70. Now it's down to 40. Take all those browns, get a free instant kill off of one of the 2 Megavores. He'll just hit us with a skull again. Go get the kill there, I guess. Oh, hello. Actually, that helps us. That doesn't actually disable us at all. Actually, that helps our team out a lot, because now we can go down the route of get all of the mana we need and then get a Weaver. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, where on earth is the move? Take the blue over. Grab herself a blue-red. Oh, what am I doing? Weaver's already in kill range. Down it goes. Okay, now we got web spinner for the rest of it. We'll go take ourselves a double check. 1.15, 1.15, 1.15. Well, let's go do all these. Oh no, another dreaded transform. Oops. No, it's not. Wait, that one's there. It is. I was gonna say, where did it go? But yeah, we got another dreaded transform to deal with. This one's actually a higher % chance. So again, I haven't seen it actually transform yet though. At least this specific one. Let it have a skull. Grab herself the brown. Take the other brown over. Oh wait, what am I? I'm playing as if we have eye there. It's fine though. Did we get anything cascaded? Not really. We'll go and Megavore and kill the converter, or the transformer I mean. We can now go kill with skulls if we want, though not yet. Let's go get Weaver the full mana. Slowly start working that up. That is actually not enough to kill anything, at least not yet. We do that and now it is. And then we'll double kill. Now that their armor is torn, it just brings them into kill range. And he'll do whatever into us hitting him with a skull. Assuming he doesn't dodge it, because he does have, if I'm not mistaken, he's still the only troop with skull mitigation plus a chance to dodge. I wish they would make a hero that has that. All they would have to do is give it a trait as skull reduction while also giving them rogue. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, good thing he died to that. There's literally a skull just sitting right there, and I go for the other option instead. Oh well. If you are waiting to just get the rewards and nothing else, would the Delve event be worth it to claim the chest before the room, or just play it out? Okay, let me understand what you just said. If we are wanting to just get the rewards and nothing else from the Delve event, would it be worth it to claim the chest before the last room, or just play it out? If you don't mind spending more gems, you would evade before the final battle, or if you think you can't take them because of lower stats or anything. But if you want to get as optimal for, or if you don't want to spend any gems or just a very minimal amount of gems, you'd want to play every single one out because you get slightly more reward and you end up getting more value per sigil. But yeah, it really depends which way you want to go with it. It's a lot quicker doing it and just keeping it at level 20, especially if you're planning on doing a large amount. But if you're just doing the event, you should probably just play through them. It's better loot that way. Which is what we're doing right now. And so far we haven't bought any battles yet either. Last time we didn't even need to, even though I did buy 2. This time I didn't buy any initially, just because after last time, we never know. It could be enough, and I don't even know yet. Actually, some of you guys would probably already know. Oops. I didn't mean to die there. Luckily, we can go resummon. Is this current event gemless? It was last time. It depends how the Vow Ravens fall. But I believe the Vow Ravens fall the same for everyone. At least in this game mode. Okay, we got our Weaver back. Now we just need to actually hit it with anything other than Weaver because that's not enough damage. Or, I'm calling both of them Weaver. This is Racketing Weaver and this is Web Spinner. I guess this one actually technically isn't called Weaver, is it? Well, it has Venom Weave as its ability. Close enough. Anyways, Megavore dead. And there we go. Tier 4 chest. Hopefully get Tier 5, then get our Tier 8 from the final one. Actually, that would be Tier 9 then. Oh, if we get one more, we get another Tier 10, don't we? Right? That's 5 plus 2 plus... Yeah, it is. If we can get one more chest upgrade, that's a Tier 10 again. Or third Tier 10, I believe that is. I got a small chance. We have like a 20-25% on this one, then like a 10 or 20 on the other guy. Hopefully we'll get it. Oh, I could have taken that. Luckily, it's still insta-killed, though. That's the main thing we needed from that. I still keep taking browns as if we need it for Dragon's Eye. I just have such a habit of taking browns when I'm not paying attention. Just because of how many Titan teams end up using it with various weapons. Like, literally every version of Titan team needs brown. Mang team needs brown. Mountain Crusher team obviously needs brown excessively. And Dragon's Eye team needs brown. That's basically all the ways that you use a Titan. The only real Titan weapon that you tend to use that doesn't use brown is like, probably War and Peace. I mean, not War and Peace. That one does use brown. Oh, I forgot to take this one first before the treasure room. But, oh, what's it called? Dawnbringer. Yeah, even some of like the lesser weapons you'd still use brown as well, like War and Peace, like Black Manacle, stuff like that. So now we play a waiting game. I need to wait until he casts 2 more times because I need him to go get our team repositioned to be correct. So I'm going to deliberately give him yellow right there. And now he gets full mana. Perfect. Oh, there is one issue, though. I need to make sure I actually win when we get to that point. It would be kind of pointless if he moves us back into place and then we don't have any way to win. That'd be a little bit of a fail. Actually, that'd be a very large fail. Alright, so let's go kill out you. And then we just get them into Weaver range. So we'll let him get his mana again. Go for it somewhere. Thank you. And all I need him to do now is cast once and then we win. There we go. And then we Weaver him. Okay, and now we're right back to normal order. That's one nice thing about Dust Devil Team 2, which is actually a benefit instead of a negative. Well, for one, you can just let it do that. But the other thing is, if your team got reordered from a different battle, and you didn't have any way to move them back to normal, you can then just go do that battle, and it moves them right back to normal, which is kind of fun. Makes it a lot more convenient. Oh, there goes all the greens we needed. It's a little bit annoying we have a partial green spam team against a team that's actually anti-green. Or at least has one anti-green troop. Guess we could go down the double weaver route, because at this point, that might have to be the only way we could win. Never mind, he just dies, that's nice. Which one of them had spell reduction? Where is spell reduction on the enemy when you need it? Come on, Hall of Guardians. Actually, we do need to go do some Hall of Guardians tonight as well. So let me go give out the redeem code after this battle. What do we do here? Let me go and get, I guess, a Megavore on first slot, just so it doesn't randomly try to kill us. Then we move that over, and we get a Weaver on it, and go from there. And he just dies out. And a level 9 chest. Apparently we did not get that one upgrade I was talking about, but level 9 is still pretty decent nonetheless. And shards and gold. Half of that is what I want to see. Not the gold, obviously. That is useless. 30k gold. See how far are we on rewards. Yeah, we're almost there. We're on the final stretch. And if we find one more Valraven, that will definitely be enough to get it. And if not, we'll just need to buy another battle or two, and that's still fine as well. But anyways, let's go and use our shards real quick if we have enough. No, we do not. Okay, plan B. Redeem code time. Let me go get the redeem code for you guys. The nice, shiny, new redeem code list. So many codes. There we go, mark it. Put a mark on that. Copy the thing. Save it. Double check that it works. Give it to both accounts. Go from there. There we go. So put that right there. Boom. Does it function? The answer is yes. Click refresh. Let's go use it on the other account real quick. Boom, boom, and there it is. Both the accounts are getting it. Move it all the way to the front there. Copy the entire thing. Paste it into chat. And there you guys go. Also, hello, Vanguard. Welcome. I recall the one faction event not being free. It depends how the Valravens fall, but the last two do seem to be free. Oh, by the way, here's the redeem code. So same reward as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, 2,500 gold. Your invite code is found underneath the settings menu. Whatever your game says there is what you put in. The redeem code is found over there, over in the chat, wherever it is. Should be over to the right of the screen. And just copy paste it twice over there. You can just copy it in and put that into the code section, which you can find on gemsofwar.com, read the game code or section, or simply click that link, and both will bring you there. Anyways, let's keep going with this faction event. As long as we get one more Valraven, that should be enough to do it for free, which does seem to be the case this week. We got an annoying bullet, but one nice thing is we also have a movement here, so even if it moves us, we could technically go use that movement to make sure nothing bad happens. We unfortunately do not have a dust level, though, to clear us back into normal. But at least it's a 1.5 and nothing else. Oddly enough, we haven't really gotten much 1.5s. Oh, this is one of those... Ooh. How do we do this? What's the point value here? I guess I take the 1.2, the 1.5, then the 1.3. The fact that this is a 1.2 is making me not want to go for the 1.5 immediately, but I believe it's still worth going for the 1.5 immediately. So we'll do just that. So we'll take these blues down. Grab all that. Instant kill. That's nice. Go get a good eye somewhere if we can. Throw that down. See if we can get Megavore rolling and all that. Move that. Take ourselves some yellow. And use size, that's fine. Okay, so we're actually not going to go for the 1.3. We're instead going to go into the bullet team. That better not move us. And to go from there. Pretty bad starting board, but we did get... Never mind, that's a G. I say that, yet it did like that much perfectness. Never mind. Ignore what I just said. That functions decently enough. We get that down, and he pretty much just dies off of that. And now we Megavore him. And dead. Okay, we got past that without getting moved. Now, the moment of truth. Can we get past this one without getting moved? Because this guy can also move us. I need to make sure Leviathan doesn't get it. He's blocked by it quite a bit, though, but he can still get it off of brown. It's kind of weird because he has blue mana accumulation. Yet he needs it for brown to actually be able to get his mana quickly. Yep, I just gave him brown, but he didn't go for it, so that's good. Oh, he went for that one, though. Take that one. Hopefully this hits 4th slot, and if not, we might just need to Megavore him. Oh, that's 1 damage off, isn't it? Yes, it is. We have 71 damage. That is 1 damage off. Okay, let's throw another eye down. Let's take the reds first, though. Anything else we need to move? I guess purple. That will give us Weaver. We can then clear that out with Weaver. We can then Megavore kill last slot to make sure he can't do anything because he's the biggest threat in this current situation. Or just Megavore again. I mean, Weaver again. That works. And, yeah, we skull into a Megavore. That's enough to kill it out. Have I had lower level opponents in PvP? They ended up changing PvP last week to make it so there's more variation. So in making it more variation, it might just be that you get lower levels. The main reason for this is lower level players tend to use more higher variety teams. A lot of late game players use a lot of the same stuff. They're either setting like 4x Firebomb or some kind of high level end game team or any of the meta for defense. Whereas lower level players are setting completely random stuff that they just happen to have based on what they currently own and stuff like that. Or, you know, not completely random, but, you know, it's not like the absolute meta or anything, just because they don't own it, or they don't have the upgrades for it, or they're missing one troop or anything like that. So that's one of the reasons. I don't think it actually deliberately made it so you'd find lower levels, but lower level players tend to use more different teams compared to late game players, which is what is basically causing that to happen. Okay, well, let's go take the 1.3. We'll go and take the other thing over, see if we can go get some browns. Doesn't look like we can get it. Let's move that for now. Grab the green to brown. That was supposed to get you to full mana, apparently not. I'll get an eye down. Go from there if it'll even let me. Okay, I'll move that over. We got our explosion. Get a good Weaver at him. Get another good Weaver at him, and I'll just kill it out with off the explosion. You managed to get the new Mythic and 10 Glory Keys. Very nice. Also, if anyone's still looking out for the new Mythic, you still have until the end of Thursday to go get it. Otherwise, you basically have to wait till Soulforge if you're going to wait any longer than that. Also, thank you, Xander, for the subscribe. Much appreciated. Yeah, we'll take that brown there. Go take the other brown. So we'll get that down. Kind of let that sit there for a moment. Go grab a bunch of browns. See if we can go get a eye down. Get a good Weaver. And then just kill that up. Okay. So this one next. Take the treasure room, then take the top left. You're waiting until Friday to use keys? Yeah, the most recent Mythic isn't too good. It's used as an anti-divine, and that is as far as you ever go with it. And even for the purpose of that, it's not the greatest of options. In many instances, Crimson Bat actually even counters out divines better than she does. Now, I'm just going to Weaver this. Be easier doing it that way. Let's throw a Weaver. We can actually double Weaver if we got enough mana. Oh, or we could just randomly double instant kill. That works too. A little overkill. Just a little bit. Let's go take the treasure room. And we only got one battle left. Hopefully next stealth has a Valraven in it. Otherwise, we're going to have to spend 30 or 60 gems. It's not like that's basically 0 gems. But still, we're going to probably have to spend a little bit. I still don't understand why they made Delve's vent so valuable. Like, they make everything so bad, and then they, like, made this event so amazingly good as far as the value that you get from it relative to the amount of gems it costs. I guess they wanted to make, like, one easier event or something. Okay, can we finally get a surge on a brown? I feel like every single one is not surging. That's fine, we'll go get that down. There's all the surges we were not getting forever. And it doesn't even matter that he has Devours. Half his team, actually more than half his team has Devour. But everything on our team is immune, so it does nothing. That's one of the nice things about this combo. Or one of the many nice things, I should say. And down it goes. Off an instant kill. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Let's take the final room. And then our final sigil. That won't be enough with... Oh, there we go. So I was going to say, it won't be enough without a Valraven. Well, there's the Valraven. I keep forgetting. It can actually appear in the final battle. That seems kind of weird, because you'd kind of expect, like it is in other game modes, where like the harder thing would not be blocked by one. But no, on this final battle, you can still get things replaced with a Val Raven, apparently. Is this actually the first time we've seen one on the final battle? I don't even recall. But we have a slight issue right now. Val Raven's not dead yet. Oh no, we have a really big issue right now. Okay, never mind, we can just Mega for it. Okay, not an issue anymore. And, oh, you got Word Breaker, really? It's like the best dragon you can get off of that. That's funny. Especially since he maintains his full amount of explosions. So it doesn't even matter what stats are, you could still get all the explosions off it. 3.95 multiplier too. Yeah, there we go, there's our Val Raven. And now even if we get no more Val Ravens, we have enough points to go all the way for free. And yeah, we'll need 3 more Delves for that, which is exactly how many we have if we get 0 more Val Ravens there. Let's go grab that. Let's go use a bunch of our shards. Grab it right over here. Go use a gigantic pile of them. Get all those down. Oh, stop giving me those things. I know we need them for Ascension, kind of, not really. But they're so useless. We only got 1 troop. Out of every single one of those drops, that 1 troop's the only one we needed. Stop giving us bags. There we go, another troop. And I don't need more gargoyles. I don't need either of the 2 higher rarity ones. It's kind of weird that the higher rarity ones get there easier than the lower rarity ones. Anyways, actually, let's stay in Underworld. Why even move? Also, we're starting to get close to 100,000 glory, too. I mean, 100,000. I mean, 1,000,000. Anyways, let's go into the next one. What level are we at? We're at level 80. Still the very easy area. The furthest we went with Pure Faction, though, is 100. Though, again, I don't think we're going to go for it now. I do eventually want to go for a higher one if we don't happen to be able to do 500 anytime soon. But I think it's fine for now. Why are all these rooms so bad? They are all very, very bad. Very low multipliers. Probably to make delves friendlier for casual players. Yeah, a lot of it can be used right when you start. Like, you can just keep camping level 20. And almost every player in the entire game can camp level 20. Even after 1 week of playing the game, you could easily camp level 20. Actually, even almost after a few hours of starting a new account, I was almost able to camp level 20. Because it is relatively low stats. It's basically like doing Explore. Okay, so we go to this one. Because this one was a 1.15, right? Yeah, or 1.2. Same difference. They're both almost the exact same thing. Okay, so we'll take that brown down, get a skull. Mainly doing that so we can go get a nice eye down. Oh, I should have taken those reds first, though. Go take some of those browns. Let do whatever here. Get another one down. What else do we need? Let's go grab a Weaver, I guess. Take that down. We get a solid Weaver to also make sure he can't do anything off his ability. He'll now die to that burn, or we'll do that as well. Perfect. I guess we just kill that then. Oh, 1 HP, of course. Why would you not die? 1 HP! There we go. Okay. So you weren't anything viable. You weren't anything viable. What were you? You were also not anything viable. So I guess we take this. We didn't go left to 1.2. We didn't go up to those other 2. We take the treasure room. We go to top left and then do final room. Take the reds down. Take a... What else do we need? Take the blue to some browns. Go get an eye down. And then we can weave her into anything. Move that over. Move that. And then Megavore kill it, because why not? Alright, what's our next path? We go to the 1.2, which is over to the left. So we'll take this one, those 2, treasure, and then the other, which is what I already just said. There we go, just wanted to double check and reconfirm. So browns, we don't need yet. Let's go to that. Actually, I do need it. There's none around. We'll move that down. That doesn't help us at all. Here, I have a skull. Why not? There we go. Free browns. Or not free, but we got them. That is exactly why I need you not to hit. But luckily, we got most of our brown going. 1 mana off. I should have just taken the 3. Okay, I'm not in kill range. I can bring one into kill range, though. We can go throw a Megavore and then throw down the Weaver at it. And I'll bring them right into kill range. Does the Delve weapon count as a Delve troop? No. unfortunately. That doesn't make any sense that it doesn't, but it doesn't. You would think that it would, but it doesn't. But yeah, there is no way to use your hero on a pure faction team at the current format of the game. They did mention that they might eventually add a 5th troop to every delve. If they're going to actually do that is questionable, but they said they might do it. And if they do, they'd probably make it hard counters to make it so that every faction would have a possibility of being able to actually complete out the delve. But it could still be a while if they even do that ever. Okay, we take these up here then. Go grab both of these, get our treasure, go from there. Hopefully we get some instant kills in there to speed it up. Otherwise, we'll just go take some browns, go from there. Nice, nice. Get a good eye down. Yeah, we'll take brown in that. Why not? Okay, we got the free kill. Go throw down the first slot. Transform that over into a nothing. It was already into a nothing, but now it's even more of a nothing. Take this one, go get our treasure. Wait, what even is this room? Why do I not remember this one? It's the one with all the weird spiders. That's probably why I don't remember it. I hate spiders so much. I'll go take the brown over. I don't know, why does this seem so strange to me? I'll go take the brown. Grab ourselves the other brown. Get an eye down on anything. I think it was that spider right there that's throwing me off. It's normally because you don't ever see those two spiders. The first slot and the second slot, those two spiders are almost never used in any team, ever. I think Delves is basically the only place they ever come up. Just because no one actually ever uses them because they're horrible troops. At one point, Weaver used to summon one of them, that one brown-red one. But then they made it Web Spinner instead, which was a really nice change. Plus they made it 75% instead of 50. That's actually probably what made Weaver viable, even in the first place for like Delves. Even though it's already functionable without it, it's one of the things that kind of puts the icing on the cake just to make it actually work. Is that final trait now doing Web Spinner at a 75% instead of what it used to do with some spider at 50%. It's a really small change, but it's a really effective change for Delve purposes. Outside of Delves, it normally doesn't really come into play much. But it's funny, we had him stunned, so the other one actually had Stealthy there for a moment. There's one weird thing about a mass stealth team, is if all of them have stealth, you can't hit any of them. But if you stun one of them, you then have to hit the one you stunned. It's one of the few instances where stun is actually a bad thing. It's almost always a positive stats effect. I mean, it's almost always a negative stats effect. But to the enemy, it could actually be a positive if they use mass stealth. I still wish they made the stealth trait so that it's always impossible to single target them, even if there's no other targets. But currently, whenever there's no other targets, it just simply makes it so you can't target, or that you can target any of them. But it should be so you can target none of them. Because it would make it so people won't use single targets as much. Because they have a hard counter to AoEs. They made it submerge. But they didn't really add a hard counter to single targets. Well, I guess technically barrier is. But there are some single targets that kind of just completely ignore barrier due to how it applies the damage. But we'll go and get an eye down. That is not what I wanted to hit, but at least we won't die now, if nothing else. Make the battle take longer, but it makes it safer. Go throw another eye down, try to get one of those two. Can you please stop hitting first slot? That is not going to help us progress at all. Go throw that at him. Go get herself a really good explosion in there. Guess we could take some of that mana too, but keep it going. Let all that kind of sit there for now. I'll Megavore into Megavore. If he does whatever, that's fine. Have I made a video you can look up where you have gone over best delve only teams? I've been meaning to. I probably will be for this next faction, just because I kind of wanted to wait until there's been a few more factions. I've been going over each one per faction when it ends up coming out, but I haven't done like one video just going over all of them, just because there's been so few of them. Like when they first came out, there was only 2. Then when the other one came out, there was only 3. But now that there's soon going to be 4, it'd make a little bit more sense to kind of go over like what to use for each one specifically. But yeah, it's probably just going to be a video on how to build Dragon Eye teams is essentially going to be it until they nerf Dragon's Eye, if they ever nerf Dragon's Eye. Because right now, there's no point in not using Dragon's Eye. Literally every faction team ever will use Dragon's Eye, unless you're camping level 20. In which case you... oh yeah, I should probably go over teams for that then. That are slightly easily accessible to newer players. So no legendaries or anything higher. Though my lower level account is using 2 legends for it. It's using Queen Titania and Yagway, but there are ways to build teams that use none. That can still kill a level 20. They're really obtainable. I have to be careful because even ultra rares, when you're like really just starting out, are even hard to obtain. Do a common and rare only team. That'd be kind of funny for each one. I think that actually would be possible. Problem is you would need a good weapon. And a lot of those weapons newer players might not have if you wanted to go down that route of like ultra low rarity. And I guess the starting weapons are still good. Hero Sword and Crude Club are insanely good weapons for their mana cost. They're both very easily obtainable. Actually, Hero Sword you just start with these days. You used to start with Mountain Crusher, or not Mountain Crusher, that'd be amazing if you did. I used to start with Crude Club, but now it's Hero Sword. And for whatever reason, Hero Sword is 1 higher damage than Crude Club, which seems kind of weird. They're basically exactly the same other than that. And of course, they're different manas, obviously. But yeah, if you're ever stuck in Delves, go get Dragon's Eye and build an entire team around it. If you can give me a specific faction, I can tell you a Dragon Eye team for it. That's low rarity. I've gone over it a few times, just haven't mentioned it in the video specifically. But we've gone over it on screens before. Like right now. But yeah, for example, like All-Seeing Eyes is... let's see. I'm trying to think of a frontline tank. You can end up getting away with Borealis, Dragon's Eye. So I'm trying to think of the team composition. Borealis, Dragon's Eye, Apothecary, and what's her name? Or pretty much anything just to clean up the, what's it called? The dragon, the baby dragon off the summon. I was thinking Queen Grappa, but really it can just be anything. That covers the rest of the colors. But basically the general premise for that one would be Apothecary plus a Dragon's Eye. For Hall of Guardians, you can get away with Gorgolfa, Divinia, Dragon's Eye, and then any cleanup. And then for Crypt, you can get away with... I'm trying to think of a red-purple tank. Red purple tank, where are you? I'm like just falling blank on it right now. Carnex would be pretty decent for it. There has to be something on red purple that. Oh yeah, I remember what it was. It was Rock Troll. Eye is what you would end up using because you'd have the 50% reduction. You have the stun on it, and then you just keep getting all the browns you need for Dragon's Eye. Yeah, well, we need to go find some browns. I'll take that over. Also, anyone just getting here, I don't know if it's still active, but there's the redeem code. If you still haven't used it yet. So we'll let him have the skull. It's just going to hit on barrier. We'll get that down. Take some browns. Grab ourselves an eye somewhere in all this. We'll let that be for now. Did we bring it into kill range? I guess so. We'll get that down. Go get a nice explosion into it. What else do we need? Take the blue over. Grab a red into apparently the brown because we're gonna need that for another eye. Ideally that would have hit third slot back before he transformed, but nope, it just hit second slot again. Who's already transformed and does nothing. He'll die off a burn, we'll just let that happen. We'll go get a good hit on there and then just explode a bunch. And that will give us the kill we need, it'll give us the mana we need. He's already dead off of that. Double kill and these sides. Okay, pathing, where do we go? Obviously not there. But now we know it's a 1.2, so we take all the other ones first. Never mind, that is actually correct. Really? No other hot 1.2s? You're just gonna give me straight 1.5s again? Oh well. We'll grab this. Get ourselves an eye down. Beat eyes off instant kill. Nice. Go get another eye down. He has that useless troop that def marks his own team, which is really funny. They made it even weaker now that he def marks a random ally instead of himself, making him even weaker than he was before. I didn't think they could manage it, but they managed to find a way to make him go even weaker than what he already was. Before, he used to 100% just def mark himself, but now he can def mark a useful troop on your team. We'll take those reds down. Oh, free instant kills. We're getting a lot of free instant kills. We don't actually need them though. Of course we get them when we don't need them. We're probably gonna do Hall of Guardians a little bit later tonight, and it's gonna be like, nope, we're just gonna dodge all of them. Alright, we'll go get an eye down. And then just kill it with anything. And Megavore will indeed count as an anything. If it'll let me get to that point. Down it goes. I wonder if we're gonna get another Valraven or not. I sure hope so. There'll be more loot for later. I'm not gonna do them on stream though. Oh, actually, speaking of that, we'll probably finish out this delve and I'll just finish the rest of those. I'll do the Hall of Guardians though on stream. But yeah, for that final one and whatever other ones we'll get, we'll just do that later tonight. Move that down. Otherwise, we'd probably be here till like 11 if we were to actually play literally all of it out with everything else we still need to do. Plus, I might go do it on the other account some later on, just off stream, just to help it out a little bit. I don't know if I'm really going to go all the way, but you'd at least get some more resources on it. So he gets all that going. We'll go get the convert. We'll need to go get a good, I guess we'll move that down for now. Go get an eye down on him. And see what we can do from there. So we get an eye, get a good weaver. Get a stick of skull, that's fine. Get another weaver. And then we just Megavore his first slot. There we go. Okay, so we have these two. We'll take this one first, obviously, since it's higher multiplier. Then we go to the other one. Actually, it's possible they both have 1.15. But the lowest that a tier 3 can be is 1.15, whereas the lowest a tier 1 can be is 1.1. So we already know by default that this one needs to go first, regardless of what the other one is. And that is 1 damage off again. I hate that so much. Luckily, we already had something to clean it up with. If we didn't, that would have been even more annoying. And then we go into this one. Yep, this is a 1.1, which is what it's going to be most of the time. I think it's like a 1 in 6 chance that's a 1.15. It's only the, what's it called? The Dust Devil team, I believe, is the only one that has a higher multiplier on that battle. So let's take a brown over. Take another brown? Can we even get another brown? Let's take a blue for now, and then we'll take it. We'll take purple down. Grab ourselves the brown right there. Go get another eye down, though it's only 50% chance that it'll work. And we got it, nice. And now we just keep spamming Weaver until we win. Weaver number 1, Weaver number 2. And Weaver number 3, because why not? We did say. And down it goes. And we even got a skull. Okay, and then we take Final Room, and we already got all rewards. Then we'll go open all of our shards, and go from there. The easiest thing that they could do to make him, like, not 110% useless would be to actually def mark the enemy you end up hitting, too. It doesn't even def mark the thing it hits, which is weird. You'd think at minimum it would be able to do that. I wish they would make it so it would def mark all enemies, but also def mark all allies. Kind of make it like what a Leshy is. If they made it into a Leshy, I think he would be used a lot. Or maybe not a lot, but you know. Like basically like what they did with Sloth for Famine. Like a low level Sloth thing. What they did with Leshy for Entangle. Basically did the exact same thing with Mummified King, or even just a new troop. But thematically it kind of makes more sense to use it with Mummified King since he's already so useless. Just make it so it's a little bit higher cost. Not too much though, so it's still viable to use compared to def. And then just have it so it def marks all allies and all enemies. And maybe still keep the damage as well, because he does so minimal damage anyways. Then again, that might be too much like a def then if he still maintains his damage. But, you know, make him like what a Leshy is or something. Okay, there we go. Claim all those rewards. And a little range of everything. A few useless ones in there, though. Let's go claim our orb. And in it, we get ourselves a blue. I wish that was the major orb, but I'll still take it on the smaller orb as well. Very nice. But let's go do Hall of Guardians. Before we do, let me go and actually, yeah, we'll go. Nope, I don't have enough. Never mind. I was going to go open 10 of those. But let's go and clear out dungeons real quick. Still haven't bothered doing that. It takes like 10 seconds. No, not that quick, but it doesn't take that long. Takes like 2 minutes. Grab the brown. Sorry about that, stream went down again for a second. Get a Mountain Crusher. Get a Dragon Soul in the Word Breaker. Actually, might as well just go Word Breaker first. Get a Word Breaker in there. Get a Dragon Soul for follow-up. And always Ferris Raw him or something. Get that kill, and down it goes. Easy enough. Okay, next thing. Move that down. Grab a... I guess let's take a green for now. Do whatever with that. Take a skull. Take another skull. Grab some browns. Get a good Mountain Crusher in there. Dragon Soul into anything. Ferris Raw, and then Word Breaker. Let's see, I'll go get that. Word Breaker it down. And he'll just die off anything. And final battle. We have so many of these resources that we don't even need. I think we have enough to craft like 8 mythics or something. 7 or 8, some kind of absurd amount of mythics. Too bad you can't gift some of the resources to people in your guilds. Okay, we'll go move that. Get a Dragon Soul down into Word Breaker. Get another Word Breaker. Move that down. Dragon Soul into another Word Breaker. And there we go. Okay, so backtrack. Check our mail. What even is that? Legendary task. Thank you. Wait, that reminds me. Did I contribute gold this week yet? I think I did. Well, let me go claim those first as well. Yes, we did. We did 2 million gold. I should probably start doing 1 million again. I was only doing 2 million for a while because we were farming a lot of gold. I kind of need to keep the gold that we have accumulated right now for other stuff. But anyways, let's go into this delve. Sooner or later, by the end of this week, in about 1 week from now, we will have this faction maxed. And one nice thing about this faction is it is very simple, the path we need to take. Unlike the other 2 factions, or I should say the other 3 once the other one comes in. You just go straight down the line. You just do the tier 1, the tier 4, the 2 tier 4s, the 2 tier 3s. The only time you ever switch is the one time when you get like that 1.3 times guy on the tier 3s. That's the only thing you have to really check for the most part. It's a lot simpler to check than the other factions. Particularly All-Seeing Eye. All-Seeing Eye is the most annoying one to figure out where on Earth the correct path is. You pretty much just do whatever you want in that one because it just has really weird pathing compared to every other faction. But the Hall of Guardians is the exact opposite of it. It's just ridiculously oversimplified pathing. Okay, how did that not give you full mana? And he ruined my free turn. He didn't go for the free turn, but he ruined it with his ability. We did not have Eye, nor do I have the mana to go get Eye. Let's see. Guess let's move that over for now. Do whatever. Take some browns, go from there. That gives us barrier 2 to make sure he can't hit us. Just go throw this down because why not? Hoping we could get some browns off of that explosion. Apparently not. Well, I don't have any I can take, so let's go throw it at him. We'll take that skull just to have it. See if we can find some browns. Doesn't really look like it. Go get a hit right there, so it goes down. Go grab some brown right there. Go get an eye down. Go from there. Get an eye. That'll bring him to kill range, and then we can just kill him with anything. And down it goes. Okay, so let's go do this tier 4. Hey, it's a treasure room tier 4 too. I don't know why, but this room can be a treasure room now with the changes that they made. Seems kind of weird, but it is possible. Oh, I keep forgetting. Those stats are so ridiculously high. We haven't even reached like the super high area yet. But nope, they're still high. Move that over, get another eye down because we need Weaver. It's the annoying thing about using Yasmin is she keeps blocking my Weaver. That looks like it's going to be fine. We'll throw another eye down. Blocked Weaver says we can't do anything, so we'll go get a Yasmin instead. And now we can use Weaver, but we'll wait. We don't need it now. Go throw a Megavore at it. Yeah, it is the best for maxing Renown due to the 2 paths it has, which is nice. Okay, well, now we know our path. Go take that, grab a brown. Take that brown over there. Blue can just kind of rest there. Actually, we'll take it, why not? You never know when you're going to get an instant kill off of it. Oh, I should have taken the purple too. Whoops. What else? Let's go grab a green over. What do we do about those two? I don't have Weaver, so we should probably start working up Weaver. Take the red down over. Grab our Weaver on that. There's a bunch of barriers. We can easily get rid of those, though. Also, Transform would also get rid of it. I like how he just uses Apothecary to help us. Hey, you got Element Grim. Yep, and he transforms right back. There we go. Okay, that should be quite a bit of explosion right there for our brown. I keep forgetting, it's only 50% now, though. So it does make it quite a bit less than what it used to be. But all we need now is another eye to Weaver to pretty much win. We can just throw like a Megavore or Yasmin into it at that point. And that should be enough to kill it. So we'll do that. We then throw down a Megavore. And Yasmin is almost enough damage. Not exactly, though. It's not entangled at the moment, so we might as well just go the eye route. And now it dies off anything. Okay, so we go to this one, we go left, we go up, and I should probably take the 2 lower battles. I believe they could be 1.2s, which would be higher than the other one that we're about to do. But they can definitely be 1.2, so we need to go check them, because the other one's 1.15. Okay, so we need another eye, is what we need to get going here. Move that over for now. We can take some browns, that's fine. We'll go take some purples. Go get another eye in there and go from there. Can you please stop hitting the exact same thing every single time? At least we got an instant kill out of it. There we go. Grab that. It's always annoying when you're like expecting a Weaver too, and it's like, nope, we're gonna instant kill the little dragon all the way in the back. Oh, he is barrier now. Easiest way would just be to get eye at this point. It's gonna be too annoying to deal with this barrier. Can you not do that? Okay, there we go. That you can do. Instant kill. It ruined... The one explosion ruined my brown that I could have taken. It disappeared on us. So we get our one entangle there. That's not really going to do much yet. Get our browns going. Go get a nice eye onto any of them there. Go get a good brown into anything. Gotta do whatever, that's fine. Get the brown over. Get an eye in there. Can you not hit the same thing? Okay, well, we'll move that over. See if we can get the last little bit of our mana going. Take some browns. Take some more browns. Get a good eye onto one of those last 2 slots. So we'll get that our explosion. And and work it from there. Take our red to brown. We'll chance it. 2 and 3 chance, and we do indeed get it. Go grab our double kill. And then I guess we just take the brown over into the I kill, if anything. There we go. And double check these two. He's fine. And he's fine. So we just go and go around the corner then. And just do all 3 of them. Doesn't even matter what order. They're all the same thing. They have a slightly different loot, but that loot is too small to really bother doing in any particular order because of it. Amount of time it would take to figure out the most optimal one. We could just get more resources just from doing PvP or anything else in that time. So not worth trying to figure it out. Go get a, I would rather have a web spinner here, or a weaver. Oh, no, never mind. We don't have the mana for it though. We just didn't kill that guy. That works. I'll go to that, and then we just get the eye on him. No extra turn in there though, but he's not going to do much this turn. I'm not even going to bother extra turning it. So all we have to do is just hit him. Take the brown down. Get an eye down. I guess we'll go for the further brown as well. See if we can get a yellow to brown. Not quite. Take the other brown over. Get an eye over. We do not have enough browns to go again. I guess we should probably work on Weaver, because I can't just keep dragging all of them and then not get any. There we go. So we'll get the Weaver down. That'll give us eye as well. I think we'll Weaver a second time though. And now we have a 100% chance we'll hit one that is already eyed because they all died already. He did not get full mana because you're webbed. But we still got our 1 explosion or whatever that was because the, oh no, he got a kill because the effect on it. But he did indeed get a kill. We'll do that to obviously clean up the other guy. What do we do about him? I guess we start getting Weaver up just so he doesn't have any magic. Doesn't he hit high? No, he only hits 31 to everything. That's pretty low still. But still, we'll have it around. And now we have to kill him the normal means of actually doing damage to him instead of just transforming everything. Wait, can you be poisoned? Yes, you can. I could have just poisoned him and then won that way. But oh well. Shouldn't matter. We just do that into a Weaver. And as match. Oh, now we got to do... Oops, I forgot we still have one more as well. And then we have to do the final battle with this weird team. It still works, though. It has Web Spinner Yasmin combo. And his kingdom doesn't have anything in the final battle that transforms those greens away. The other faction did. This one does not. Okay, we'll take blue over. Oh, probably should have taken that skull. Yep, he already died. Wow, that died quickly. Keep forgetting what it's like not to have a proper tank. Not to mention he's not entangled. At least not yet. Of course he wouldn't use that one yet. That would have done like 0 damage. Hopefully he still stays entangled. I mean webbed. Yep. And now he entangled us. Oh, we could actually lose our Yasmin. That would be bad for the final battle. We'd actually lose if we lose our Yasmin. No! What did I just say? Wow, we might have actually just lost the stealth to whatever on Earth this battle is. Gotta make sure we really keep that, what's his name alive? The, Dragon's Eye. We might need to start putting a frontline tank against it. Oh, wait, I just realized. Why am I doing every room? Hold up. Wait. Why am I doing every room instead of just rushing the ends? I didn't even realize that till just now. Well, I guess we wanted more loot, but yeah, it's better just to go straight for the end so that stuff like this doesn't randomly happen to win the battles. That's the whole reason why you rush it in the first place. I got such in the habit of doing that from the event that I didn't bother changing it. And for whatever reason, the first one went so smoothly. I was like, oh, okay, it's not going to matter. But then it's like, nope, it does matter because it goes way too slow. That'd also explain why the pacing of it went so much slower. Anyways, we'll just let him kill us at this point. I don't think we could win. Very, very unlikely. And even if we did, it'd be very hard to win the final battle. This isn't the final battle. Oh, we still have it in us. It is possible, technically. Need just one nice Weaver. Oh, it's not going to get a kill, though. We can kill our first slot at most. Oh, but if we get a web spinner off it, we would have a chance. Nope, we got a web spinner off it. We have a chance. Too bad they have Undying, so they can't actually die to, or they can't take triple damage, unfortunately. Oh wait, yes he can. That one can. Wait, why does he have no traits on him? Come on, web spinner. Oh, I just gave him a skull. No, he didn't go for it. Perfect. Move that over. Can you imagine if we actually made it to the final battle with this? It might happen. If we get into the final battle with double web spinner, we can actually still win this faction. And right now, it looks like we can. He's webbed right now as well. We can. Please get a summon. No! Oh wait, that wasn't enough to kill. Okay, get it right now. Okay, we have a chance. We have double web spinner. Worst comes to worst, if we get super ridiculously ultra lucky, we can win this battle. Double web spinner weaver, we got this. Could you try your Delve team? It's Hall of Guardians, is Gorgolfa, Divinia, Worldbreaker, and Emperor Liang. Is Worldbreaker alone enough to win? We could give it a shot. I don't think that would work this far into the Delves, though. For the earlier ones, it could. We were using Gorgolfa Divinia a lot earlier, but then we ended up switching to other stuff because of the how high gargoyles hit. We're making it impossible for us to really do it with it. It's also going to be what makes us lose this battle, ultimately. As well as just the fact we don't have a team right now. It kind of all died. And if I take a skull right now, we get silenced, which is even worse. We have reached a dead end. That's what happens when we try doing every room. Wait, how did he get full mana? He must have unsilenced for like a second, got full mana, then got re-silenced immediately. Like that. I guess we'll throw his ability down, why not? Get that poison on them. Start hitting that triple damage. And then die so you can't hit triple damage anymore. And then Gargoyle just one-shots it, obviously. And there we go. The problem is Worldbreaker alone isn't enough damage to reach the higher levels. You need to start using the other stuff to actually deal damage. But yeah, let's just rush the final room again. Okay, so changes here. Do we need any? I don't think we do. We could go put a frontline tank like Gorgolfa instead of Yasmin. The big issue with that, though, is Skulls isn't really the issue. It's mainly Gargoyle's damage. Alternatively, we could put a silent one into this team, which is almost more tempting than having, than even having Yasmin, because it's more so them casting than the actual entangle that matters. So I think we're actually going to try that. I don't think there's a better silent option than silent one. That would make sense. He is supposed to be the best silence in the game, in theory. Silent one. Okay, we'll go try this. Different method than what we would normally do. But it will make sure that gargoyles can't do anything. Every single thing on the first and final battle can be silenced. Might make the middle one a little bit slower, but it'll make the other two way easier. We'll take a brown down. Go throw that down. That's not what I wanted to hit, but oh well. Go get this thing rolling again. Skull will let it have because it can't do anything to us really with the troop up there. I'll die off a burn. We now have silence, so we can't do anything if we want. So no point in casting it since we pretty much already won. Oh, you know what? We might still need it. Here, have a silence. Why not? We get to pass our turn with it too, which is nice. Well, there's some instances where that would be nice. We can't keep spamming it, but that shouldn't be too big an issue. We don't have a cleanse for it either, but it should be fine. We mainly just need that for the initial silence and then go from there. Well, we need an eye right now. We don't have any eye available. He's going to still get his hit down. I can't really stop that. One of the nice thing about the other aspect, too, is we could go down the route of spamming it and keeping it on the enemy, whereas we can't quite do that unless we actually go and designate a cleanse, which I don't think we really need. We'll just go to that. He stuns, and then we just kill it with Weaver. Feels weird using Silent One. It has been so long since I've used Silent One. Also, it seems kind of funny that we're using Silence against Silence because the final battle thing is basically Silence. So we're going to take this brown over. We're getting a good eye down. Actually, before we do, let's go grab that. And now we have the Silent One, but we won't really need it for much. Not even going to bother with it yet. It's mainly for the final battle, if anything. That second slot gargoyle is the biggest threat. I guess we could have technically brought a mana drain too. I could have brought Cockatrice or something. Actually, now that I think about it, wouldn't have Cockatrice been more efficient? Because not only does it have the mana drain, it also has the, how did we just get a kill? Oh, it's because he was a baby dragon and died to burn. But, yeah, we could just use Cockatrice and go down the route of Entangle, plus we have the drain. So we get both the effects, not just the Entangle, but the drain, so he can never cast in the first place. Plus it gives us Brown, for the obvious reason we need very badly. Okay, he got all his mana back. We can go re-silence him if we want. I don't think we really need to, though. He's going to create us Brown the second he gets on silence. That's actually going to be beneficial to us, not a bad thing. Okay, so now we just need a little bit more damage on him. Guess we'll throw this first. Get that rolling. We'll throw a Megavore because why not? I mean, not Megavore, a Weaver. He doesn't actually boost based on magic, so that's literally why not. It did nothing other than a little bit of damage. Take the Brown down. Still need a little bit more mana from there. He's gonna go drain us on something. Go grab the Brown again. And we'll just go take it a couple hits and we'll kill it out. What is our renown level? It's at 6,000 something. I forget exactly off the top of my head. It is 5,840 is what we're currently at as far as overall renown. The renown for this kingdom's, or are you talking about the level? We're at 340 right now in Hall of Guardians. I think it's 340. Yeah, it's 340 right there. So we still have like 6 more days, maybe 7 if we keep losing on some of them. Let's see, will we even need Silent One? Probably not. Probably not. I'll wait a second before we cast it. Gotta use it like right when we actually need it. Like the second he's like deciding he wants to kill us is when we want to do it. Now would be a good time. Oh no, we'll still keep waiting. Yeah, he's already dead. I didn't even need Silent One. Good job, Silent One. Your roll went very well in doing literally nothing. And he just dies out. Let's go open a bunch of loot. Little small chest. Claim all rewards. And a lot of glory. Okay, and we'll click on our little battle thingy. And let's go grab the rest of these. What do we have? Stop giving me those! But at least we're getting those two, which is the main things I need. Grab that. Another one, nice. I think we're almost maxed on that guy. Let me actually double check. Should be right on top of it. Go check whatever our mail is. Oh, that should be higher shards, right? So we can go open another one because we got more renown from our thing. Yeah, we got 5 legendary ingots as well. We're almost to the pet. Oh, by the way, that's the last pet we need, is the Hall of Guardian pet. Once we have Hall of Guardian's pet, we'll have every pet in the entire game. I believe that's the only one we're missing at this point. Pretty easy to have every pet in the game, though. But we're almost back to having it again. Let me see. Unowned. Yep, it's the only one we're missing. Tiny Dancer. Got all the other ones. Let me go open one more little thing. And there's another one we need. Let's just check our troops and how they're doing. I came in this menu and then I didn't even do it. But let's see. I need to go under Hall of Guardians. Let's see. Hall of Guardians, Hall of Guardians. Boom, boom. And yeah, we need 22 more copies of you and only 6 more copies of this guy. Yeah, once we get to 22 more copies of Ethereal Sentry, we'll be good to go. I don't know why they made this one so much harder to get than all the others. It's the lowest rarity. But relative to the amount of copies you get, it will always be last, the rare from every faction, which is annoying. Anyways, let's go do our final delve. For a second, I was wondering where the battle went. I forgot. As soon as you click difficulty, it sets it in place. Oh, why am I checking these battles? I forgot we should go down the middle. Oh, good. Bullet's over there, so we don't need to worry about it in the middle. And I guess we'll try Silent One again. So we'll go take the purples. Then we'll grab our brown here. We'll let him just skull us because we have enough perpetual skull or protection that he won't really do anything. We can go Weaver away the last full slot he has. Probably need another Dragon's Eye now before I do those. Just go move that over and that over. No free kills because we're only using 1 Megavore, so that's half the chance that we'd even get a kill instead of having 2. Alright, we got our mana back. Just throw that down again. Probably not even going to need a silent one again for at least this battle. It's mainly for the final battle where it comes into play. Because it's really important to deny the hit of him. Oh yeah, why didn't I switch out with Cockatrice? I should do that for tomorrow's thing. I don't know why I didn't bother doing that now, actually. But, yeah, tomorrow. We need to replace that with Cockatrice and see how that functions. It's basically like Gorgulfa, except better in some instances. And this would be one of those instances where it's better. More often than not, more often than not, Gorgulfa is better, but there's very few times when you would want to use the Cockatrice instead, and this is one of those. Not only does the Entangle make his damage do less, but he gets drained off it. Plus, it gives us brown we need for Eye, so we can keep spamming Eye. And it basically allows us to accumulate yellow mana to spam Eye with, which Eye will basically accumulate for us, which is kind of funny. You know, basically just keep looping mana, assuming we hit enough. We'd have to hit 10 yellows, but still. If we just take a yellow after that, it's guaranteed full mana every time. Assuming the board had yellows at all on it. Yep, gotta make sure Hero doesn't die. That'd be a good idea. Let's go get another Eye down on him. Get a good Weaver on his hit, just so we go and get a bunch of things. Oh, I should have taken that brown there, just so we had it, just in case. Oh, I'll take that now. Take our purple over. What else we need? I guess we get a silent down? Why not? Get a good silence. Take a red for now. Grab a yellow. Get a good Weaver. Take a skull, I guess. Just to pass our turn. I'm trying to find a brown. It's not wanting to give me one. I guess we'll go for Megavore for now, just so we actually get damage off of any scroll damage we do. Just while we're hunting for random brown somewhere. There we go. There's our random brown we wanted. And now we just do that on one of them. Get a good Weaver on it. It'll give us the mana we need to follow up with just about anything. And then we can kill it with whatever that anything is. I guess we'll do it that way. Get all of our mana up. And that will kill it if he doesn't decide to kill us first. We'll just go throw that down. And then we just Weaver him. And the final battle. If anyone's still had any other questions or anything you want me to go over, just let me know. Otherwise, I think we're ending right after this battle then. Yeah, that brings us to 350. That means, in theory, it would only take us 5 more days, assuming we don't lose once. But we're probably going to lose, so probably by next Monday we'll have this faction maxed. Which is good, because next Friday a new faction is coming into the game. Though that does mean, from next Monday, approximately, until next Friday, so about 3 days, we have nothing to do with Delves. I guess what we do then is throw down attempts of doing pure Crypt, I guess. It's the only other thing we could really do. Because nothing else would technically progress anything. And trying to do every room of a tier or a level 500 delve is a very, 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 very excessively bad idea. Because of how much time it would take relative to the reward. Plus it's only one-time multiplier instead of 2 if you already reached it. And there we go. Small little level 6 chest. Anything good in it? Oh, 6 mythic ingots. Not too bad. There we go. Let's go open a few more shards. Nothing. That is something we needed. And good. Okay. All 3 of those drops are okay, well, other than the first one. And there we go. I think that was everything. Daily tasks we just ignore because they're not worth it at the moment. Actually, are there any worth repicking? Purple team, any 4 from a kingdom. Oh, those actually wouldn't be too bad to do. We can do 4 purple humans from a kingdom. Does that even exist? Probably not. Let's see. Win any battle with 4 unique troops from the same race. It's not the same thing. Oh, from the chest menu, open 10 glory keys for 3 gems. I guess we'll do that one. Watch us just randomly pull mythic. 1. Or why am I counting? We'll figure it out as soon as it tells us we got 3 gems. Oh, why am I clicking over there? I forgot. You don't have to click all the way over there. You just do it right over to the side. It goes a little bit quicker. I hate that there's not a 10 option when you have so many. There we go. Okay, so good thing we repicked one of them. We got 3 gems out of it. I guess it's better than nothing. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming down. Oh, wait, there's one other thing mentioned. When you get on your lower level account, try this team. Dragon Soul, Divinia, Feral Hound, and Kraken. Do we own Divinia on our lower level account? I don't think we own Dragon Soul, nor do we own Divinia. We do own Kraken, and we do own Feral Hound, but I don't believe we own the other 2. If we owned Dragon Soul, I'd probably be using it. I'm pretty sure. I almost know for sure we don't. We have Soul Zara, if I'm not mistaken, on our low-level account. But we do not have Dragon Soul. I'm pretty sure we don't. If we do, I definitely missed it, and I would have been using it. Like, if we would have gotten Dragon Soul, I'd be using it, like, almost every battle. But, I don't believe we did. We might have Divinia, but I'm pretty sure we don't have Dragon Soul. But I'll double-check later. I know we don't have too many. We only have, like, 15 Legends or so. 0 Mythics. Well, we have Sacred Treasure, but that doesn't count. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for coming down. I'll be back same time tomorrow, 2 hours prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be going over the next Guild War Day and messing around with, I guess, just standard delves and stuff like that. Let's go claim that. Let's see, what is tomorrow's Guild War Day? I'm in the wrong screen. That's why I can't find it. Tomorrow, it's going to be Yellow Day. So basically, Gorgolfa into anything is the way you play Yellow Day. Or if you don't have Gorgolfa, Cockatrice into anything. Both end up working out very nicely. Anyways, guys, thank you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming down. Hope you all enjoyed the week. Best of luck if you're going to be opening keys for anything, as Event Keys does have a new legend, and all other keys other than gold keys, Glory Gem Guild and VIP chests still have the new mythic until Friday reset. So if you want to go get her, you still have some time. And if you don't want to get her, open your keys after Friday. Also, this weekend will be Treasure Gnome event, so we'll have that to look forward to too. And yep, that'll wrap it up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow night. Oh, do we have Dragon Soul? We should definitely be using that a little bit more on the lower level account then. That's free 20 damage to all enemies per cast, assuming we're using pure Dragon Team. We need to go get Dragon Guard anyways, because we need it for Dragon's Eye eventually. It's something we need to work on. I just haven't yet because I've been trying to level up Titan, obviously, because it's used for everything. But yeah, we'll probably get Dragon's Eye eventually on the lower level account, just to see what it can actually do in delves at a low level range. Because that's the only way you can realistically ever kill delves at that low level, would be to Dragon Eye everything and just get super, super, super ultra lucky with Dragon Eye. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming down. I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone, and good night.